皆さんおはようございます。東京駅です。アメリカ大使館のミーガンです。よろしくお願いします。
今日も北陸新幹線をご利用くださいましてありがとうございました。まもなく終点の東京です。
私、オーストラリア出身でアメリカ大使館で仕事をしてるんです。で、しかも群馬在住ですので、毎日新幹線乗って東京に通勤してます。今から東京駅から約2マイルほどあるところに、大使館があるんですけれども、そっちに、歩いていきます。I feel like I have the best of both worlds. I can come into Tokyo and work for 3 days a week, but then I can spend my weekends out in the mountains in the fresh air. So I got my morning coffee. Shall we keep walking? So I had been working for local government in Gunma Prefecture for 15 years, and so I was always interested in working in government. And I had spent so much time speaking Japanese for my job and building up such a knowledge of different systems in Japan, Japanese government, education system, society. I was looking for a challenge and I wanted something that would allow me to use those skills in a different context. And I just happened to come across the announcement of the job at the US Embassy, and I thought, oh wow, that sounds really interesting. We have many different people doing different outreach programs, and my particular focus is English language outreach. So it sounds like I might be an English teacher, but in fact it's nothing like that. English is just one of the tools that we can use to engage with our audiences in Japan. Everyone wants to speak English better, and of course it's good for us if we are able to communicate more efficiently in English with our Japanese hosts. So I work a lot with teachers and with schools, universities, boards of education, but also different audiences who would also benefit from having better English skills. So for example, women entrepreneurs, young people who are studying in the sciences, let me think who else. Edit this out. Different audiences who, if they had stronger English skills, would not only be able to interact better with us, but would also have more opportunities in society and would have more opportunities to excel on a global stage. They may be able to go and work for a company outside of Japan. They may be able to do research because they're able to work with other researchers from India or the United States or countries where Japanese is not spoken, which is all countries except for Japan. So one of our goals for working with Japanese teachers of English is to help them to have the tools that enable them to teach English in a way that is more communicative. You can make mistakes, you can have pronunciation that is not the same as the mainstream, but you can still be understood, and the goal of English is communication, right? 私は昔から外国語に興味があって、もともと中学校からフランス語も勉強していて、大学に入るときに絶対何か外国語を学びたいというふうな気持ちが強くて、で、日本語は難しいよって周りから言われていたんですけれども、でも私はそれをマイナス的な思考で考えずに、いや、頑張ればできるんじゃないかなっていうふうに思って、なんか意味わからないとか難しいとかってずっと思っていれば、ここまでは上達しなかったんだろうなっていうふうに今は思います。言語ってそういうもんですよね。あまりなんか、間違えたりとか、私の日本語変かもしれないとか、そういうふうにネガティブに思うとなかなか言葉は出てきませんけれども、いや、一つのツールとして日本語が話せれば、こんなだけ日本人がいる国でたくさん日本文化吸収ができるっていうことは素晴らしいから、それしたいからもう難しくても頑張れるし、ミスとかは恐れずに ずっと勉強してこられました。だいたい高崎から東京駅までは1時間ぐらいで行けるんですけど、あと30分歩けば赤坂の大使館の場所までたどり着きます。We can go that way or we can go up more. Let's go up more because then we can see Tokyo Tower. That was 8,000 steps, by the way.
Oh, wow.
8,000?
Yeah. You're sweating. Good morning. How are you? Feels slightly ridiculous. Morning. It's very dark in my corner of the office as well. Oh no, I wish I had cleaned my desk. It's a little messy. 今日は一日頑張ります。皆さんも朝早くからお疲れ様でした。